But he waved like you just don't care. And we're off and running with your Pro Buggy D main event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody clicked up the hay bale, clicked up one car, and marshaled himself away. And that's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Single file all the way around. 12-minute D main event. Everybody going to be jockeying for positions in this one, so we'll let everything get sorted out. Leading us off early on is going to be Kyle Johnson. Car coming up short. Somebody going down pit lane. Not quite sure what that was all about. Circumvented the whole jump section. How did that happen? Wow. And passed just about every car going down pit lane instead of doing the jumps. That was pretty impressive. So leading us out, it's going to be Kyle Johnson, Mike Moralez in the 2 spot. So let's focus up on our leader right now as they come across for lap number 2. We'll tell you who's doing what. Oh, upside down. Tried to correct it midair. Couldn't hold on to it. Tyler Vick now. I know those colors moving up into that 2 spot. Looks like maybe Guerrero into the lead right now. So let's see. We've got Moralez, Vick, Guerrero, Ciccarello, Ogden, Dickerson, Cook. And, oh, car getting punted like a football on Sunday afternoon. And we got a couple dead cars over in the back corner. We got one upside down. We got another one upside down as well. So it is going on. Mike Moralez leading out. And look at the gaggle of cars going back through the rattler section. Mike Moralez, drop down. He's got a good second or so on your second place car. That was Tyler Vick. But now that's definitely changed up because Vick looks like he's possibly back in third. So let's see where we are when we come around. It's going to be Mike Moralez taking out the lead right now. Then it's going to be Cole Ogden. Ogden going to be moving up into that 2 spot. Into 3 is going to be Dickerson making it up. Ciccarello, wow. Hooks, Cook, Guerrero, Cline, Harris, Johnson, Kvidera, Vick, Smith, and gosh only knows after that. Looks like Baker might be off the track or just not really going around right now. So rough luck for Barry Baker, but out lead is going to be Mike Moralez through the drop down. He had 1.1 last time by. Right now, the closest next car is going to be Cole Ogden. So Moralez through the left-hander into that right-hander. He's got a good turn and a half at least over your second place car of Cole Ogden. So into the triple section, comes up short. He's going to have to single. Here comes Ogden. He's got the moxie. So top 3 cars, you got Moralez and Ogden and Dickerson coming into the rattler section right now. Moralez, Ogden right in the middle. Nice line by Ogden. Able to come up on the back wing of Moralez. So it's on like Donkey Kong with 3 minutes in, 9 to go. It is Moralez down the back straightaway. Ogden down the back straightaway. Ogden, oh my goodness, Moralez does a heel flick. Saves it coming down the drop down. And now Ogden around the outside. So that's going to put Ogden in the lead. Moralez had to get way out of the throttle on that one. Then it's going to be Dickerson in the 3 spot. Ciccarello in the 4. Hooks, Cook, Johnson, Cline, Guerrero, Harris, Vick, Kvidera, Baker, Smith, and Turner out early on. So through the rattler section they go. Top 2 car breakaway. It is Cole Ogden and Mike Moralez back in third. It's going to be Ciccarello now sitting in that 3rd spot. So chicka wow making it work for that Serpent car. Cole Ogden off the drop-off. And then it's going to be Mike Moralez up to face of Tombstone as well. Looks like Ciccarello might have had a little bit of a rough lap, so that might have dropped him. Whoever was behind him, I believe that was Noah Dickerson. Dickerson might have inherited that 3rd spot. We'll see when they come by the line. But Cole Ogden leading out, Moralez in the 2 spot. And let's see if that was, in fact, Dickerson that got by Ciccarello. It was Tyler Hooks. And then Ciccarello and Dickerson, Johnson, Harris, Guerrero, Cook. That is your running order. Meanwhile, Cole Ogden back up front. Over the indecision he goes through the back triple. Then it's going to be Mike Moralez in that 2 spot. So Cole Ogden off the drop down. Moralez off the drop down. That's your top 2 cars. Next closest car down the back straightaway. And that's going to be Tyler Hooks. So your top 2 cars on a breakaway. Then it's going to be Tyler Hooks in the 3. Ciccarello in the 4. Oh no, upside down is going to be Moralez. So he's going to lose a large amount of ground to Cole Ogden. Cole Ogden on the Sunday drive. Sunday.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Aaron. How was outside?
It's a lot cooler than it is in here. It's actually kind of warm in here.
Well, you know, we do put out a lot of hot air.
That's
so.
true.
Ooh.
And we have a meat popsicle in the room.
And, the trailer's rocking, so nobody better come and knock it.
I just hope that that's one of our crew members climbing on the trailer.
I've got to hope so, because if not, we've got a T-Rex on the roof or something. So
I wish we could have had a video of me pretending to turn marshal as a T-Rex in here. That would not work out well.
Yeah, well, you know, that probably wouldn't be well. But it would be interesting to watch nonetheless.
I'll do it. Cole Ogden leading the way as we approach the halfway mark here at this Pro Buggy D main event. Ogden, Moralez, and Hooks with Noah Dickerson from 12th on the grid fighting his way up into the top 5 along with Victor Guerrero. And following along with the white, yellow, and purple of Ogden coming into the pit lane. Tim Long doing the one-man pit stop and out. That was super fast. Lifting the car up off the pit lane with the gun still in it. So as soon as the gun's done, boom, gone.
That was probably one of the most efficient pit stops I've seen, especially with just one person doing it.
Oh, it's easier with one person.
It is.
Yeah. The only difficulty with the track like this is you got to be able to do the fuel gun with your left hand. Are you left-handed?
I am left-handed.
Oh, so then you'd be the perfect pit guy.
I'd be a dialed pit guy. Just don't ask me to tune anything. I can fill it. I just can't tune it.
I forget who it was. So there was, we were at a race, I mean, like 10 years ago now. I forget, somebody had like a pit guy that had never done it before, and he asked him to lean it out 1 hour. And the guy literally turned the needle 360 degrees because he thought he was talking about the minute hand.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Didn't work out.
Bad things happen. Goes along like that. So with 7:10 in, 4:50 to go, it's Cole Ogden, large and in charge. Off the step down he goes. He's got a 16.5-second lead over Noah Dickerson now moving up into that top 2. Mike Moralez going to drop it back to 3rd. Moralez probably came in and got a little splash dash of fuel. This is a 12-minute D main event for the Pro Buggy gentlemen. So Ogden in from the driver's stand. And Noah Dickerson.
Yeah, great run for Dickerson from 12th on the grid, looking at a transfer spot to the C main. If drivers haven't yet pitted, they likely will in the next lap or two in this 12-minute race. There's no way you're doing the 12 minutes on one. Not safely, anyway.
No. Unless you're a gambling man.
Or a rambling man.
Oh, Ogden.
Oh, got it.
Landed it. It wasn't
like
the prettiest thing.
8.6 maybe. Here's Noah Dickerson in the second spot, up over the indecision. 18.1 seconds behind Ogden, but he's got 4.6 back to Steve Harris and then another 1.6 back to Mikey Moralez. So Dickerson sitting pretty safe at the moment.
And no real challenges going on right now. The closest battle definitely going to be for the 4th and 5th spot, Mike Moralez and Tyler Hooks. Hooks with just 0.2 of a second off of Moralez. Everybody else pretty spread out. Ogden with a sizable lead over Dickerson, who's got a decent lead over Steve Harris. And then Guerrero with Moralez and Hooks in tow. Both those trucks within 0.4 of a second, buggies 0.4 of a second and 0.9 of a second between those guys. So, and you got 4 cars looking to go through the Rattler section right there. That's going to equal not pleasant.
That's a complicated math problem. 4 cars plus Rattler equals not pleasant. A lot of variables in there.
And then you got 4 cars coming off the tombstone right there. So yeah, it's definitely a workout out there. That's for certain. But Dickerson looking relatively good. He's sitting in that second spot.
Yeah.
6.5 seconds up on 3rd place. He's got 9:30 in, 2:30 to go. So he's just again doing what he needs to do, getting through the rough stuff, keeping the car rubber side down. But here comes Moralez in the all red, and then Steve Harris and Tyler Hooks.
Looks like Hooks got into Harris as Harris was out of shape through the whoop section.
Yeah. So that's your battle, though, for 3rd fourth and fifth right there coming down the back straightaway. Moralez gets it
Whoa.
sideways. So to the inside, looking under braking. Moralez, Hooks, and Guerrero.
No, I think that's Harris that's in there.
Harris? That is
Yeah.
Harris.
So Harris trying to get around Moralez, and Hooks waiting for them to tangle.
Absolutely.
Oh, and
my
Moralez'
goodness.
car just hit a landmine.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
That would have been an amazing replay.
If they had smashed into each other?
Well, you know, I'm not sure they didn't. I think they did a little bit of a bump, especially coming into the first triple, and they both got off the brakes, and you know, front end met the wing and kind of called it good. But yeah, Harris definitely going to move into the 3 spot, that final transfer, with 10:30 in, 1:30 to go off the drop off.
Worth pointing out, this is Noah Dickerson's first major event since joining the X-Ray team, moved over from Mugen Seiki at the end of the 2016 season. And so a transfer spot here with former Mugen teammate Cole Ogden into the C-main would be a good one. Steve Harris with a new personal best on that last lap, 42.9, as he's fighting for this final transfer spot. He's got a rearview mirror full of Tyler Hicks. He's ahead through the Rattler. Got a Sorseki instant replay here. Coming onto the front straightaway, and there's Moralez' car just hitting a pothole and flopping over. Then Hooks gets into the back of him going over the triple, and Hooks punched it again. I don't know if he, whoa, and then Moralez tried to double that jump, somehow landed it, and then doubled out. That was very athletic.
Moralez. So right now, Cole Ogden's still going to be leading out. Less than 5 to go. Ogden going to be taking home the win, barring any complications. Noah Dickerson in that 2 spot, 32 seconds back. So Ogden with almost a full lap. Steve Harris, Mike Moralez, Kyle Johnson, Barry Baker back up into the 6th spot. Baker, who had just a horrendous start, back up into that 6th spot. So good run for Barry. I know that's not what he wanted to finish out with, but at the same token, still a good drive to wrap it out. Looks like we got a dead car in the short chute right there. Not quite sure who that was, but it's going to be Cole Ogden taking the win. Noah Dickerson in the 2 spot, Steve Harris in the 3, Mike Moralez going to come up just a bit short in the 4. And Kyle Johnson, Barry Baker, Paul Ciccarello, Tyler Hooks, Steve Cook, Matt Cline, Cody Turner. Race number 51 is going to be up next, so stay tuned. And we'll go do some.
We got a Sorseki instant replay coming up of the car burning down pit lane on the first lap. We've been calling this section the triple bypass. He's already in pit lane. Watch the bottom of your screen. So you see a mechanic pointing at it, and zoom, he soared down pit lane. Our SOAR instant replay. And there he comes out of pit lane. That was genius.
He wound up coming out in like 4th or 5th on that. That was pretty crazy.
So checking out some of our chat rooms here. See a little activity here on Twitch. I run to drink.